Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome to the 1 week to create a movement marketing media kit challenge with me, Iona. So what I will do in this live stream and in this 7-day teaching is walk you through what we are going to cover throughout this week. This challenge is a 7-day challenge, so you can go through with me live throughout this week. I do it live on the 3rd week of September annually, and then I will actually leave this as a live stream up on my YouTube channel. So for everybody who joins me throughout the week, I will share with you how to create a media kit, what a movement marketing media kit is, and I will be also opening up some one-on-one sessions for those of you who are engaging and participating and supporting the YouTube channel. So let me share my screen in just a second. What I will do is check for comments. I will come back to the comments periodically because I've got so many screens open. I won't be able to see everything. We do have the chats in the Facebook, and so I won't be in there. We've got the LinkedIn group, the Facebook group, and the Telegram, and so I will repurpose this as well. All right. So today, hey, Hyacinth, hey, how you doing? Thank you for joining me. And so for anybody joining in, and so I have co-authors joining in, but for anybody else joining in, then welcome. I will pull your comments up on the screen. So this is day one. What is a movement marketing media kit? And so I will be sharing with you what movement marketing is, what a media kit is, and you will actually leave this 7-day challenge with information to actually create your own media kit. And then I will actually invite you to come to our monthly call. And if you are new to me, I have a media kit collab call in the Soul Legacy Academy, and you'll see the link in the comments, or go to the SoulLegacyAcademy.com and join us. So once you've created your media kit with me during this challenge, you'll be able to come to our monthly call on the first Monday of the month at 9 p.m. UK time and collaborate and cross promote and connect and all that great stuff. So let me share my screen and dive into this challenge. I think I'm going to put myself there. So if you have heard of movement marketing, let me know. If you have a media kit, let me know. This training, this teaching is streamed onto my YouTube channel. And so here at the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. So you may or may not know, and actually I am not streaming anywhere else but into YouTube, and usually I'll stream into Facebook and I'll stream it into LinkedIn, etc. But this will be repurposed into the Soul Legacy Academy as well. And so you may or may not know that Facebook challenges were a thing. A lot of people did a lot of Facebook challenges, and Facebook have recently decided that they were going to delete live streams and not really let you access the groups and different things. And I wanted to have a platform where I could teach and I could actually repurpose the content and actually leave it there for you so you'd be able to find it easily. So everything that I am doing right now today is in this playlist, and I also have a Google Doc for you. So it's in this playlist on my YouTube channel. Let me just share that with you, just so you can navigate it. I've actually clicked onto day 2 because the live stream is here in day 1. And so this is on my YouTube channel again. So days 1, I'm going to share with you what I'm going to cover. Day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm actually going to share with you how I published my book, and I got it to number 1 on Amazon in 7 categories in 7 days, and on pre-order, and gave myself a year to write it. So if you are a co-author of mine, I'm going to share with you how to actually market your book, because many people don't know how to monetize the business, don't know how to monetize the YouTube channel, don't know how to monetize the book, and you're going to learn a lot more throughout this challenge and also on my masterclass. So there's extra videos there for you to go through throughout the week, how I helped one of my soul sisters relaunch her book and get it to number 1 on Amazon, and I recorded that. And so then next year's challenge, I know I'm like really organized, next year's challenge is actually in that playlist. So whenever you are watching this challenge, it's September, the 3rd week in September 2025. This is going to be live on my channel for you to come back to over and over and over again, and then I will do it live again. So whenever you're watching this, go through the teachings, come to the group, come to the monthly call if you choose to, if it resonates with you, and learn how to actually be visible. And so this teaching isn't something to rush through. I'm not rushing through it, but it's a process that I use myself, and I wanted to share it with you. I have teachings for my co-authors, and I've brought that onto my YouTube channel. So hopefully you'll appreciate that. And so again, next year in September 2026, I will be coming on live and showing you where I've actually grown my movement and my YouTube channel. All right, so hopefully that is helpful. I'm going to share my mind map and make that a little bit bigger. Let me just check in and see if there are any comments. If you do comment again, I will. Hey Barbara, how you doing? Oh, thank you. Hyacinth says she appreciates it, so thank you for joining me. And again, watching on the replay is absolutely fine. Take notes. I do have a what is that? Where is it? The Google Doc. If you request access to that Google Doc, it'll be around here somewhere, around the video or in the Facebook group or in the chat. Everything that is laid out here, and I do have upgraded Q&A. And you guys are booked on at 9:30 p.m. UK time. So every single day, whether you can make one Q&A or you've got questions. If you haven't got questions, then I get time off, and that means I've explained everything really well. All right, let me dive in, and again, I will come back to any comments and things. I can't see any of that because I'm going to just share my screen. So before I get into each of the days, we've got 7 days again. I call it the MMMK challenge because the Movement Marketing Media Kit challenge was a little bit long. So I'm going to share with you and get into the day one in just a second. But the backstory of me creating this challenge, and hopefully that's big enough for you to see. Let me just make it a little bit bigger. All right, cool. Is that big enough on the screen? Let me know. So Sasha Sabbath actually inspired this MMMK challenge. So I was doing what I called the #1 Divine Intervention virtual event a few years ago. It was a summit, and it was streamed all simultaneously on the social media platforms. It was in Google Hangouts. It wasn't. Yes. Okay. Cool. Thank you, Hyacinth. It wasn't like this. I could stream out on all of the social media platforms. It was 2015, I believe. And so Sasha saw my event, and I said 49 Soul Speakers plus. And so Sasha reached out to me, and she said, basically, I'd love to feature. I see that your event's really professional, and I think I'd be a really good fit. And this is how she's actually created a portfolio. And I recently connected with Sasha. So shout out to you, Sasha. So I'm going to walk you back through Sasha's examples. Oh, it says download. I will walk you back through Sasha's examples of her. Oh gosh, hang on. I don't know. Oh, I can't do that right now. I'll open it up. So Sasha's appearances, I might not be able to do that. Sasha had questions, interview questions, bios, pictures. Basically, I was interviewing 49 soul speakers, and if you don't know, I've done close to 100 interviews online. Through Hangouts, going into YouTube, through Zoom, going into YouTube, and through what else have I done it through? Yeah, Hangouts and Zoom. And so having guests, this is what I'm going to teach you guys, to be great guests or great hosts, and what to look out for a great guest. If you're not going to be a great guest, there's people that are connected to each other that would recommend you. And if you're not really a great guest and you're kind of not really organized and you don't have things, then people are less likely to recommend you. And so Sasha actually was connected. She reached out and she said, she sent me an email, and I didn't see the email. And she DM'd me on Facebook a long time ago, and she said, I love your event. I'm connected to a couple of your friends. And she named one of them was Brenda Pierce. And she said, you know, I'd really love to feature. And we didn't end up featuring. I didn't end up featuring because I had changed the event. But Brenda Pierce, through that connection, I actually featured in Brenda Pierce's co-author book series many years after. So sometimes it's like not necessarily the person right in front of you, but it's the connection and the next connection. And I actually connected with Sasha, I think it was yesterday. And she said, oh, thank you for the connection to another person. So for those of you who don't know, and I can't, this mind map used to have me be able to click on the image and it would come full screen, and it's not doing that now. They've updated the software, so apologies for the clunkiness. But I've been a co-author of 3 books. And so my book is Spiritual YouTubers from Scratch, a soul-guided influence compass to leverage your light work and lifestyle on YouTube. And I know that many of you want to write your own book or have written your own book and don't feel able to market it the way that you want to, getting it into the reader's hands. So I'm going to be sharing that with you over this week. So The Secret Child Life After Loss was Brenda Pierce's book and Dr. Sue Dank. And then I featured in the 365 Soulful Messages, the right guidance at the right time, and then Empowered Women of Social Media, where women found their voices using the power of social media. And so I love co-author books, and I have my own co-author book series, which I know that many of you coming on here are featuring your spiritual awakening story. And I didn't get teachings, I didn't get shown how to actually take that book's me featuring as #1 bestseller to that next level, and it helped me really grow my business. And so that is why this is here, and that's why it's birthed. And so today, let me make that a little bit smaller. So for today, I'm going to be sharing again, what is a movement marketing media kit challenge? And I'm going to give you, I'm going to make that a little bigger. I'm going to give you this in 2 parts. Okay, so take notes, and hopefully that won't be, that's too big. All right, so this part 1 and part 2. So a movement market, what is movement marketing? And you might be like, Iona, I've never even heard of movement marketing. Did you make it up? I kind of blended the 2 things. And so as I wanted to create a movement, it wasn't that, oh, well, I'm just going to create a movement one day. It actually came about when I was doing this summit. And I like to say I was featuring joint vision partnerships. And so you might have heard of joint venture partnerships in the industry, and it's all about the list building, and whether that resonates with you or not, it didn't resonate with me. I actually paid $2,000 to learn a lot of what I'm teaching here. So I'm bringing this, and I won't hold back. There's a whole entire week of training for you, because when you don't know what you don't know, you don't know what you don't know. And so when I was featuring my soul speakers, what you do in the industry, and if you don't know the terminology, you send out swipe copy, and you might have had this in your inbox. And so I created an email for all of my 49 soul speakers featuring in my summit for 49 days straight. Don't ask me why I got called to do it for 49 days straight, but I did. And so all of my summit speakers sent out an email on the same day. So imagine when you're getting featured in, I'm sure you guys have seen summits and radio and podcasts, etc. And you may have featured on some. Excuse me. So, excuse me, all of my speakers, again, sent out that email. And one particular speaker posted in our Facebook straight away. She got an instant response to this email that I'd written. And basically, one of her tribe said, I'm really disappointed because I feel like a name and number on your email list. I joined your community through an XX, whatever it was called, a giveaway. And that's a way to do a joint venture partnership as well. So she was like basically saying, look, I've already been like sent all this emails. Now I've come on and you've sent me another email for this joint venture, and it doesn't always land with everyone. And so basically she said, but something called her to open the email that I'd written. And when she opened it, she said she cried. She's saying to my speaker in an email, I mean, this doesn't really happen, but she said she cried tears of joy in her heart and her womb and all the things. And basically the email was speaking about how to fulfill your life purpose and get paid in the process. Because I know as light workers, as ambitious spiritual coaches, as earth angels, as authors, and entrepreneurs and soul-guided influencers, we want to fulfill our life purpose, right? And get paid in the process. And all of this that I'm sharing with you is going to help you position yourself as an author and an authority with a movement and with a vision. And when you have a vision, other people want to get involved with that vision. If you're out there, and I know you're not out there just posting, if we're just posting randomly on social media and it's not landing, it's because it's not part of something bigger. And so when you get clear on your own vision, you can join and merge with others. And so for my co-authors, we are clear on our vision for sharing our spiritual awakening. That is the reason why we started our business. And I want to share with my co-authors and share with you guys that come on the call how to position yourself with the movement and how to have other people really excited about sharing your work and collaborating with you, whether you want to earn affiliate commission, etc. There's a whole process to it. So basically, I developed joint vision partnerships and legacy building rather than list building. And I'm going to talk about that throughout this week. So again, so that was the lady sending the email. So the movement marketing media, movement marketing definition. I'm going to talk about a media kit. But before that, I'm going to talk about what is movement marketing. And I think that for you guys who do not love marketing, and that's probably many of you, this will resonate with you. And I'm going to check in and see if you guys are okay. Let me know if this is okay landing. The sound is all right. You can see everything. If this is big enough for you, and I'll alter that. I'll come back to the comments. All right. So I'm going to try turn off the sound. Hang on. So I can't make this any bigger, I don't think. Hang on. If you have not seen this video, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. This video on here, I can't make it bigger because it's just playing up, but sorry for the glitches. Can you guys see that? Let me see what you can see. So on this video here, it's a little bit small, but if you Google, not right now, the dancing guy, movement marketing. So basically, I'm going to like explain what the guy is doing, because it's really, really interesting. There's a longer video where this guy is the dancing guy, and basically he starts a movement for it looks quite ridiculous and freaky dancing. And so lots of people gather to him, and then they like kind of move away because he's a bit not the norm, right? And I know that we don't always feel like the norm. So eventually this one guy here actually sticks and he starts to dance with him. Then he started to call over his friends. And then more and more people, he's no longer that odd person out. More and more people keep watching because so many people start to join. They literally run down the hill where he was kind of ostracized and looked really odd. Eventually, the whole crowd just joined in this crazy dancing, throwing themselves around. And so the message of the video is, look, literally everybody's coming down. I love this video and I love this concept of a movement. When you have a message and you kind of feel like you're standing alone and like nobody gets you and like how you're going to get your message out there, just trust the process. Keep going, keep going. Look how many people just joined this guy that was dancing. They all watched from afar. People will be watching you online, wondering what you're doing. You guys are probably watching me. What is she doing? But I have a movement inside of me, and my movement is that vision for us to connect and collaborate in joint vision partnerships and to share our spiritual awakening story and get our light work out in the world. But the first follower, he says, is the most important. It's not about the first dancing guy. In this video, they say, when you think, oh well, it's the movement maker, like the dancing guy, it's not. It's the first follower that makes the movement, if that makes sense. So so I wanted to say thank you to all my past students in the Soul Speakers Academy, is what I had before the Soul Legacy Academy. My daughter has been my movement maker, Mia, my son, my granddaughter, my mama, my friends, and a special big shout out to you. I don't know if you're on live, Robin, but a big shout out to you, Robin Knott. Robin Knott has been my movement maker. She supported me right throughout this. And you guys might be like overwhelmed, like, oh gosh, she's got so many links, she's got so many things, she's streaming on YouTube, then she's got Q&A, all the things. But when you are on a platform where people want to learn, and you are on a platform, most things are on YouTube as well as on the other socials, there's not a lot that you can do on the socials, especially in Facebook, with videos in this way, because Facebook want to delete all of our videos. So movement marketing, hopefully you guys like that video. Movement marketing, I'm going to give you the definition. of what that is in Google. And again, take some notes. If you've got any questions, you can come to the Q&A. If you've got any questions while we're on the live or while we're on replay, please ask them. Again, I will come in and I will check. I want to respect your time, so I'm just going to keep going. But let me know. Give me a thumbs up if this makes sense. Hey, beautiful. How you doing? Thank you for joining us today. Awesome. So movement marketing. So I think I've got the link to this. Let me see if it works. Hang on. Right, I've got a bunch of windows. I don't know if you guys can see the top of my screen, but there's a bunch of windows. All right, movement marketing. Movement marketing. So if you let me know, do you love marketing? I don't know if you do. Most of the people that come to me or around me, my soul tribe, are like, oh, marketing. Robin forwarded my book and she was talking about marketing. She's like the M word. But movement marketing is brand strategy that taps into existing cultural or social movements, uniting people around their shared values, beliefs, goals to create a phenomenon that transcends the brand itself and fosters a passionate community. Does that sound better than like buy my stuff, let me build a list, the money's in the list, right? Rather than just selling a product or service, brands use this approach and it becomes a catalyst for positive change and champions of cause, aligning their message with a collective problem to an unmet need to build deep connections and inspire active participation from consumers. So it's about our values and being intentional. And when you speak up and you share your movement and what you stand for, then your values are seen by your soul tribe. So don't be worried to share when you're sharing your story. And I will interview my co-authors sharing their spiritual awakening story, and you'll hear the backstory of how you've come to do what you do. And that is the thing that draws people in. So an example of movement marketing, that one is like Pepsi and stuff. Like there's different ones, and I'll show you another one in a second. Hang on. Let me keep going. Hang on. Again, I love this mind map at once upon a time, and now it's just gone really clunky. All right. So this is Strawberry Frog. You may or may not have heard of it, but I love the description. So Strawberry Frog, it says, let me just make sure it's the right piece that I'm looking for. We know one thing for sure. Small steps that lead to small places. We don't do small steps, or even that's not the part that I want to read. Hang on. Oh gosh, hang on. I don't think it's on here. There's a part where it might be here. Oh, there's a part where he talks about movements. If I can't grab it up today, I'll grab it up tomorrow. But basically, they say about the movement, they reiterate what a movement is, and just bringing that brand together. So Strawberry Frog creates their movement. I will bring that up tomorrow because it's a really nice one. And I haven't visited that link for a year. So the Soul Legacy movement. And so my movement, and you guys may be familiar with it or not, so essentially is to assist in the mental health and well-being of our nation and our future generation, escape a poverty consciousness and elevate a prosperity consciousness. With this whole movement and with this whole movement marketing media kit challenge for soul-guided influencers, I have that mission to reach 100,000 spiritual entrepreneurs to show up, speak out, and serve deep, and to support them in building their author and authority platform and aligning their movement, their message, and the money. Because it's not just about the movement, it is about your message, and it is about monetizing your calling and reaching best-selling status in the world. So I say, for those of you who don't know, I talk about rising and residing at the vibration that we wish to witness in the world, and that is at the Cheers to Financial Freedom frequency. And the Cheers is an acronym for how we want to contribute, how our health is, how our emotions are, how our environment is, how our relationships are, how our spirituality and our finances. And so for those of you who are subscribed to my YouTube channel, you'll see me going live daily talking about 7 areas in your life. And so, oh gosh, I have to make that a little bit smaller. Hang on. So Ralph Smart is a YouTuber. Oh gosh, hang on. That just went completely blank. Hang on. Oh, one second. Let me just refresh this. Ralph Smart is a YouTuber, and you might be familiar with Ralph Smart. One second. Hang on. My cup for, it's a bit big. My cup for my movement. I don't know if you can see that. This came up on Facebook. It's a memory that's 6 years old. The Soul Legacy movement, basically. And so I talk about contribution, health, emotions, all those things. It was a vision from a really long time ago. And so now I say in our co-author book series, and if you're a co-author, you'll know, I have these 7 areas that we share a spiritual awakening story in, that we've had a spiritual awakening from our contribution to our health, to our emotions, to our environment, to our relationships, our spirituality, and our finances. That's where I've had multiple spiritual awakenings, and I wanted to collaborate and create a movement around those who are going through an awakening and going through dark night of the soul and doing it alone. And so I created my co-author book series. And again, you may or may not have seen me, and this is part of me doing my movement where I say I'm showing up and speaking out as Zero Deep on a Monday. I talk about intentional living, health freedom on Tuesdays. I'm going to talk about Ralph Smart in just a second. I'll pull his channel up and let you see that when other people are creating a movement, you can create a movement too. Just start from where you are. So I talk about health freedom on Tuesdays. I say I'm leveraging my Lightwork and lifestyle on YouTube. I had people tell me that I was saying these things and I didn't realize. When I talk about emotional freedom, I say if it's not fun, I'm not doing it. If my business is not fun, I'm just not going to do it. And if it spells burnout, I'm definitely not going to do it. And again, I'll come back to your comments in a second. On environmental freedom Thursday, I say I'm launching and leading and leaving my soul legacy. Relationship freedom, I say I love my soul clients, which I do, my soul family and my soul tribe. And spiritual freedom, I'm guided with ease, grace, and flow. And then for those of you who do not know, I have the Soul Income Game, Bank 50K in 50 days. So this isn't just about, oh, well, we'll get a movement out there. This is about aligning your movement, your message, and your money. So positioning ourselves as an author, positioning ourselves with somebody that is actually has a movement. And that's, I had the pen back then. So I don't know if you guys, what I did was make this really big because it wasn't, oh gosh, Ralph Smart. All right. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Ralph Smart, Infinite Waters. And so I'm going to link onto his channel in just a second. But when I went through my spiritual awakening, I was typing in YouTube. I don't know if you guys type into YouTube or not, but Ralph Smart was one of the first teachers that I learned about spiritual awakening. And it's amazing. And so there are many people talking about sharing their spiritual awakening story. And I will share that throughout this week, how to share your spiritual awakening story. And I have a playlist with over 100 YouTubers sharing their spiritual awakening story. So if you're in the co-author book series and you're not sure, like, well, how am I going to share my story? There are loads of people that share their story, and you might have typed that into YouTube as well. And I wanted to find and create a space where we could all support the people that were searching for spiritual awakening, because we've done that, because we've been there, and actually have a space and have a book club, etc. Ralph Smart's got merch, so it's inspiring when you've got merch around your movement. This is one of the things that I wanted to share with you about a joint vision partnership. And I will come back to comments in a second. I will check in. If you have any questions again, please do ask them. So Ralph Smart and Teal Swan. So Teal Swan was another YouTuber that I learned about spiritual awakening. And I don't know if you've heard of these YouTubers, but they've got pretty impressive movements. They've got pretty impressive YouTube channels. They've both got like 2 million subscribers, or Teal Swan is almost at 2 million subscribers on YouTube. Can you imagine? And when I show you where they started, I think it's just epic. So when you come to our movement, our Media Kit collab call, bear in mind that you will have somebody with you who actually, I'm just going to show you this in a second as well. You'll have somebody that you can connect with and grow with. That's the intention, to have those connections, to connect, to co-create and collaborate and cross-promote. And so this right here is a YouTube ad. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I talk about YouTube ads, and I will talk about them throughout this challenge. So here are Teal Swan and Ralph Smart. So this video was 9 years ago. right? And they say something we want you to know, Ralph Smart and Teal Swan. So I call them joint vision partnerships, right? So this YouTube video was 10 years ago. So this one's got 461,000 views. This one's got 260,000 views. And this one is on Ralph Smart's channel, and this one is on Teal Swan's channel. So they're sat down in person. They've obviously met, getting on, having fun by the looks of it, and then they're online. And wait until you see. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Ralph Smart, but the change in him over the years is just amazing. And if you think, oh, I can't start right now, when you start and you just grow, if you're not really sure about using YouTube and using that as a platform, trust me, everybody's on YouTube. One of the things that I will share, just a side note, as I've noticed this, is I share with you in my book, and I share with you in my 5-day course that goes inside my book, around looking at what people are searching for on YouTube. And so Third Eye, 74,000 people are searching for Third Eye on YouTube. Anxiety, 1.2 million are searching for anxiety. People are looking for answers on YouTube. Relax, money, vegan, dreams, chakras, aliens, happiness, inspiration, mind, spirituality, worry. Whatever your movement is, trust me, you can use the tools and find out how many people are searching for you and your soul work on YouTube. Can't do that on the other socials. So 8 years ago, let me go down again. 5 years ago, they've changed so much. And so 10 years ago, they wouldn't have probably known where their YouTube channels would be. This is 4 years ago. So you see the change from where they started. They just started and carried on going. 4 years ago, like I say, I think that, there's another one 7 years ago. So when you find somebody to collaborate with, you grow together. I mean, they've both got like 2 million subscribers, just about, almost, for Teal Swan. But I will say, actually, hang on, this one, Ralph Smart has actually got a book. So I'm teaching you with your movement and your book. So 2 million, like he says, 2 million followers, right? He's got his book, Feel So Good to Be Alive. So when you're positioning yourself from YouTube to Amazon and sharing with imagine 2 million people, they've got stats and stuff about how much people earn a month. I'm not going to disclose all of that. Like, you just get the tools and you find out what is going on YouTube. And so these are his videos. Let me just show you the oldest one, or the oldest ones. It looks very, very different. 13 years ago, right? That movement, when you're here and you're here to get your message out, and you're here to just go on that journey, because what else would you be doing? Not a soul-sucking day job. So for me, I have this movement, and I will do this annually as I grow and as I get out there, and as I get featured, and as I get more co-authors. I'm in for the long haul for my movement. And so for many of you, I say, I've scheduled out my business for 7 years, and it's like, why would you do that? I think, why would you not? 13 years ago, and he's still in the game, right? And so he wouldn't have imagined there's a version of Ralph Smart from 13 years ago to the version of Ralph Smart now. For me, that's really inspiring. Does that inspire you to say, you know what, it's worth being on the YouTube platform, because millions of subscribers? So I did type in Teal Swan. Don't think she has an Amazon or for Central page. It kind of just bounces. Oh, she does. So for those of you who are in my co-author program, and I will share with you how to write your book, I'll talk about more of the author platform throughout this challenge. But basically, you have a page which you can feature your books and your co-author book as well. Is it worth writing a book, and is it worth starting a movement on these two platforms? I personally think so. So again, Teal Swan and the views and how much people earn, how much the length of their videos, etc. So I'll stop harping on about that. But I wanted to just share with you the power of a movement and the power of an author platform and an authority platform, and actually being in this. Did you say to marketing? Was that to marketing? I'm guessing it is. Let me know if that was an to marketing. That is funny. All right, so to my mind map doing like mad things on me, honestly. Okay, let me keep moving because I want to respect your time. I'm going to share with you a couple of movements, examples of movements, and then we're going to go into part two. All right. Are you guys enjoying this? Is this making sense? Hopefully it is. Like, the vision is what we start with, because energetically we want to see where we could be with our vision. Obviously, this or something better. I'm sure that Teal Swan and Ralph Smart didn't know exactly where their movements would be. So I know that you have a vision inside of you, and I'll talk about my 1 week to create a badass spiritual business vision board as well for your spiritual business, so you can get clarity on your vision. Did you say yes? It helps. Cool. Perfect. All right. And again, for you guys watching on the replay, do comment, do let me know how you find this. And Barbara says, yes, enjoying it all. Totally makes sense. Thank goodness for that. All right. So this site is called Happiness Project. And this is by an author called Gretchen Rubin. I don't know if you've ever heard of her. I typed in movements and I just came across this a while ago. So she says, it's happiness, right? It's so simple. It doesn't have to be really big and crazy. I teach intentional living and the seven freedoms. So she says, the Happiness Project, or why I spent a year trying to sing in the morning, clean my closets, fight, right, read Aristotle. No, this is it. One rainy day, rainy afternoon, while riding a city bus, Gretchen Rubin asked herself, what do I want from life anyway? She answered, I want to be happy. Yet she spent no time thinking about her own happiness. In a flash, she decided to dedicate a year to the Happiness Project. The result, one of the most thoughtful and engaging works on happiness to have emerged from the recent explosion of interest on this subject. So we know that on YouTube, where there's interest, and so you go where there's interest around your area of expertise, and you merge the two. I haven't actually bought this book, but there's a companion guide to download, and then there's a sample chapter. Now, for those of you who don't know, and this is a great time for me to share, hang on 1 second, because I have to adjust. So my book is called Spiritual YouTubers from Scratch, a soul-guided influencer's compass to leverage your light work and lifestyle on YouTube. And so I know that many of you actually do have this book. Please leave a review. And so inside this book, I have a course, right, talking about YouTube, setting up your author and your authority platform. So this challenge is for readers, and the readers in the challenge, and back and forth. And so when I share with you guys how to write your and publish your own book, you'll be thinking about, your viewers on YouTube, and have your YouTube channel as a companion to your book, and you'll have your course as a companion to your book. And when you go out there and you get featured, rather than saying, download a PDF, you'll say, I've got a couple of chapters for my book if you're interested in reading it. And then you'll say, if you purchase the book on Amazon, I actually have a course inside my book. It's valued at, so I have a 5-day course inside my book. It's valued at $55. There's a coupon code waiting inside the book for readers. So that is my gift to you. So there's a way to start a movement. There's a way to go out there and get featured. And actually, rather than go, just buy my book, you say, you know what? You can get it on Kindle Unlimited. You can get a Kindle, which is $5.55 for my book, or $15.55. And I'm in the UK, but I work it out in dollars. And I give you $55. Right? But this is a self-study inside my book that I've had to create once, and then that's it. So for me, I wanted to be in alignment and integrity when I'm going out there and getting featured. And we'll talk about the co-author book as well, how you can share your story. So for those of you who are going to be featured, and if you're interested in being featured in the co-author book series, I'll share with you throughout this week how you can get involved in that. And so if you request access to this Google Doc, you'll be able to, let me just find it. You'll get the link to the co-author collab in there, or if you just come into the Facebook group or the LinkedIn group or the Telegram group, or just email me at submissions@soullegacyacademy.com, and I will talk about the co-author book series. And so what I will do is share with you guys how you can share your free chapter. Once we've written the book and we've launched the book, you'll get your free chapter so that you can share it with your audience and grow your audience as well. And then obviously, if you write your own book with me, you'll be able to do that as well. So the success leaves clues, basically. And she says a discussion guide. So you want to be thinking of the reader. Many of the people that want to write a book actually think, well, I just want to write a book. And the book isn't about you. It's about you, but it's not about you. It's about the reader and their experience. And so I've got reviews on my book, and people have loved my book. And I'm like, wow, I have early dyslexia. I gave myself a year to write it, but the universe gave me 3 foster children for a year. And so I had 11 weeks to write that book. I wrote it in coffee shops. I wrote it like I shut my office door. I wrote it in the car. I wrote it like everywhere. But I got it done. And so it's very therapeutic. And I will share again, I will share with you guys again how to create your author platform and your authority platform around your books and around your spiritual awakening story. So she's got the Manifesto Press. She's got more books, Life in the Five Senses, Outer Order, Inner Calm, Better Than Before, Happier at Home, which I love, podcasts. So when you think, oh, Iona, you've got so much going on, I do my daily live on my YouTube channel around intentional living. And then I strip it out, and that's my podcast. Like, I don't edit, I don't go crazy. But once you have that movement, you actually have other things that position you. And you might create these things over time, but she's got big ideas, etc. The shop and the Happier app, which I don't actually have. I'm sure that many of you want to create an app. I do, a dating app to attract your soulmate. So that's coming. But there's just simple ideas out there where people start a movement, basically. So Gretchen Rubin started her movement. I wanted to show you that example. The surrender experiment is another one, which is from Michael Singer. And so you may have heard of that. He is the author of The Untethered Soul, which I absolutely love. It's one of my favorite books. And so I want to see. So he's got The Untethered Soul, he's got a journal, and then he's got a course, he's got audio talks, he's been featured on Oprah. So when you are being positioned as an author, know that it opens many more doors than you would even know now. All right, I'm going to speed up for this. That's broken. No, it says 3 Mama movement, but it's not available. Okay, let's go to this one. But you kind of get the idea, right? You can start a movement around what would your movement be around you? Have you any idea? So the successful single mom, 100 and please remove me from the group. The successful single mom, you have to actually approve yourself in that messenger chat, but not everybody loves it. Baby boomers. So whatever your niche is and whatever your vision is, basically, you can create a movement. 26,000 people around your movement. And what I did, and again, we'll have ideas and different things as we go throughout this week, but I Facebooked movement and podcast movement, 86,000 people, one spiritual movement, my movement, 36 people, come and join it, share it. The movement for mental health, that's a big one. World transformation movement, basically the water conscious movement. People have different movements around different things. And I'm not saying you have to write the word movement, the Worthy Woman movement, love that, the Christian Community Hub movement, the People's Movement. And notice that when your Thrive movement, 26,000 people, notice where your friends are hanging out. And I talk about this in training of getting people to introduce them to your movements. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me fold this away. I'm going to give you tasks and homework in a second. All right. So what is a media kit and who uses them? So you may have seen a media kit. You've seen my media kit. I haven't actually shown you it. Actually, I will. The one page to my movement. Wait a minute. I think it's here, which I'm going to overlap stuff. There's a template that you will get for Canva to create your movement. And, you know, when you wish you never did that. And I will share that with you. All right. So let me see. So what is a media kit, right? And who uses them? Basically, uh, Lisa Nichols is the example that I have. Hang on. All right. So a media kit is, I'm going to click on this. The main forms of media: print media, newspapers, magazines, books, broadcast, television, radio, films, digital, on the social media, again, websites, etc. So being featured in the different forms of media, you're going to want to be visible. And I know that some of you are like, not really. Is she crazy? But it's just, if you're online and you have a spiritual business, I would say get comfortable with featuring in the media, right? Because why would you build your business in the first place? So Lisa Nichols talks about this. Let me make this a little bit bigger. She's being interviewed. Now, Lisa Nichols, this is a really great example. I think you guys are going to enjoy this. And so you may see people online, but not actually realize what they're doing. And so Lisa Nichols is being interviewed by the Mind Valley guy, the different Mind Valley guy. And he says, she talks about your unique soul message, impact and influence. I don't want to actually click onto the video itself, but what I will do is share. I made these big for you so you can see them. So basically, it's YouTube, right? So I can't remember what this guy's got. I think it's RJ. Anyway, this is on Mind Valley Coach. And so Lisa Nichols reveals how storytelling can transform your business. We're going to be talking about sharing your spiritual awakening story. They have timestamps in this video, and then they point to Lisa Nichols' website and the social media. Now, when you get featured on YouTube or you have a YouTube channel, you actually get the links in the description. Plus, you get to be in the suggested search so that people see more of you. And so when people are going to your website, I've made these so big. When people are going to her website, so she's being featured, right? And then she's put website links. And so the website link go to, guess what? Media kit. So that was the suggested. Go to her media kit. Lisa Nichols has a media kit. What a surprise. So it says, have Lisa speak at your event. So she's got her programs, her members login, etc. And so Lisa Nichols, if you don't know who she is one of the world's most requested motivational speakers, as well as a media personality and corporate CEO whose global platform has reached nearly 80 million people. 80 million. From a struggling single mom on public assistance to millionaire entrepreneur, Lisa's courage and determination has inspired fans worldwide and helped countless audiences break through to discover their own untapped talents and infinite potential. So Lisa Nichols went from struggling, and I don't know if you know that, her story. She had her son, he's a grown man now, and basically she couldn't afford diapers for him. And she was like, do you know what? This is not my life. One of the things that many people don't know about Lisa Nichols is she was working a job funding her dream, and she was had her office in her closet, is what she says, in her wardrobe, right? It was a tiny little space. So she's got books. So I don't know if you have any of Lisa Nichols's books, but this one is a co-author book, the Chicken Soup for the Soul. And one of her books, No Matter What, when she was being featured on Steve Harvey, her book came to me. My ex, my twin flame, watched Steve Harvey, saw her book, and bought me her book. So when people see the book that you need, it will come into your hands. So I love the power of books, and I cannot wait to take my book on more of a media tour. She's sharing where she's been featured, etc. And I'm not saying that our book will be our media kit will look like that. The media kit that I'm sharing with you, template, looks nothing like that, but the concept and the principle. And so Lisa Nichols speaking request, and I'm going to actually click into this to show you behind the scenes, because I love Lisa Nichols's work. But when you go out there and you get featured, and so if you're just getting featured and you're not doing it with a strategy and it's not really working very well, then this might be why. And again, I'll come to any comments or what have you in a second. All right. Do type any comments or make any notes. So Lisa Nichols says, thank you for your request to having Lisa to speak. Please complete the following survey and we'll respond to your request as soon as possible. Provide contact information, your website. So you've got to have these things on the back end. And I don't say that it's got to be perfect, but as you grow and you elevate, that's the end goal, seeing yourself actually collaborating with people that are in your industry. Provide your name, the date, location of the event, describe the event. So you've got to be clear on the messaging. I'm not saying we're going to invite Lisa to speak. I'm just saying that there's things on the back end. When you're seeing Lisa pop up all over the place, she's doing collaborations, right? Please provide the length of the time that you'd like Lisa to speak, what your attendees like to take away from this event. You want to be thinking about serving the audience. Describe the audience, the demographic, the psychographic, the profile. I talk about this in my program in the Soul Legacy Launch Blueprint, and I talk about it on my free masterclass about your STAP, your Soul Tribe avatar, persona or profile. Who is your movement for? The version of you who has gone through your spiritual awakening and your dark night, and you're like, actually, this is the person that I want to serve. And so people are very clear, oh, well, now I know to get in front of this audience because they are already serving my tribe and I can fast track my journey. So I don't even have to grow my audience myself. I can piggyback on somebody else's audience and just present myself and they'll endorse me, right? What social media platforms do you post on? What are your handles? So again, I talk about your social media, etc. It's not just, oh, well, I just want clients. That doesn't, I don't know if it's been working for you guys. It doesn't work to just say buy my stuff when we're not positioned, when there's other people are positioned out there. What's ranges your speaking budget? Is the first time hosting the event? How many attendees did you have at your last event? How many do you project? Are you selling products at the event? Will we be able to sell products at the program, our programs at your event? So the numbers then need to then get bigger as you get bigger and as you grow. And I'm not saying we're at that level, but what I'm saying is that there's a strategy behind being featured. And so Lisa Nichols, obviously, she's got an author platform and an authority platform. So a media kit, she's sharing in the media who she is, what she stands for. And so she says, empowering our diverse global community to inspire, lead, and transform. Notice that this is a blog, right? Tap into your resources. Notice this is a blog, and the same video is actually on her YouTube channel. So you're repurposing. If you've not really thought about YouTube and utilizing it, and you're stuck on social media platforms like, i.e., Facebook, you're really missing out on what the power of social media and the power of, I'm not on all the socials, but the power of utilizing a platform that people are actually searching on. All right. So if Lisa Nichols is on YouTube, we can be on YouTube, right? So she says, welcome. I won't click into her channel. So basically, I'm not sure if you can see this. She says, welcome to Lisa Nichols. I will click into her channel, actually. This channel is designed to be a place where you can come at any given time to be inspired, to get step-by-step tools that you need to transform your life as so that you can live in abundance no matter what. This is not a monologue, it's a dialogue. And so Lisa Nichols has got her links on her YouTube channel to her website, to her Facebook, to her Insta, and to her LinkedIn, right? So YouTube actually want your audience to find you, unlike other wonky platforms. I'm just saying, right? And so that tapping into your resourcefulness is on YouTube, yes, on her blog, but it's getting those views. All right. It's just, I think it's just a really I love YouTube, and I've written a book about it. And I just, as many people as I can support to get onto the platform, to start a 7-day challenge. This is a YouTube challenge, not a Facebook challenge. And I teach about YouTube challenges, doing 7 days of teaching that get you watch time, that get you engagement, that get you education, marketing. So these are Lisa Nichols' oldest videos. And so you see the difference again, the difference between Lisa Nichols, the version of Lisa Nichols, the version of Lisa Nichols, Net More So Now. And so the version of you, you've got to sit and start, and then the version of you who is becoming and leading that movement is there, right? And so this is a contrast, right? But sometimes we just don't want to start because we're like, not really. So oldest videos, most popular videos, was 6 years old, got 443,000 views versus 15k views from her oldest videos, and that wasn't that old, right? Are you inspired to watch the rest of these 7 days where I talk about your author platform and your authority platform, and having a bio, etc., and actually leading a movement, because you can. So let me just make this a little bit bigger. So my media tour, which I will again share throughout this week, me taking my book on a media tour, but also our co-authors taking our co-author book on a media tour. So for each of us, when we're sharing our own message, but we're sharing our collective message, that is so powerful. People are linking back to each other. So again, on our movement media collab call, this might make more sense. And if you've been on the call and you're just coming through this training and you're watching on the replay, there's method in my madness, because people are like, what is she doing? What is wrong with her? Why is she saying this? And this is why. All right. And so when you do your community, create your community in your movement, and you've got your own monthly call, then you'll provide training for your community as well. All right. So how can you reach your high paying one-to-many soul clients with your Spiritual Biz YouTube channel? Basically by laying out your teachings and your community call, and actually serving the people that are searching for you. So this is your soul why, and that's why I'm here supporting you to build your author and authority platform. All right. So I talk about where I got featured. This was last year when I was doing the Movement Marketing Media Kit Challenge, and I happened to reach out to a soul sister, and the only time that she had available was the 11th of November at 11 p.m. So it was on the 11th month, on the 11th day, on the 11th hour. And I was just like, yes, can I get an amen? The synchronicities will come to you in full force. And so what I want you to take away today is about your spiritual business growth and starting a movement with your message. And this was from last year. And so again, I said, I shared with you that this challenge is an annual challenge, and I scheduled out today last year. And so a couple of days ago on Saturday morning, I spent 2 hours sharing the process, and I scheduled out next year. And so you can't do that on any other platform. I'm not stressed hosting this challenge, and I've done Facebook challenges. Trust me, it's burnout waiting to happen. With YouTube, it's just amazing. And guess what? The platform actually wants to share your videos with in your audience's home feed. Let me know if you've seen any of my videos in your home feed or in your suggested. So it shows, and look at this. Right, so this video that YouTube is showing is a year old. This one was 6 months old. This one was 4 years old, right? And mine hadn't even been, they were just scheduled. They weren't even live. But I've got 3 videos up in somebody's home feed. Well, it's my own, but potentially in people's home feed. And it's education marketing. So that means that it's not just in isolation, one video. It's people sharing 3 videos, 4 videos, 5 videos, 6 videos, 7 videos throughout a week, or on whenever they can go through this. And so I leave this challenge up for an entire year. And every single year I deliver the challenge. And just as I grow, that I'm sharing my growth, right? And so it had day 6. So it had all of the, so it had, yeah, all of them in the newsfeed. So when I say to you guys, start a YouTube channel, it's like, oh, I don't want to get on camera, or I don't know what I'm saying, or like, oh, I can't do tech, or blah 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 blah. We just overcome it because the power of it. And this was a year before I actually recorded the video, right? So I teach you to work smarter on YouTube and schedule out your videos, put things in playlists. And it might seem confusing what I am doing because I'm doing my own movement and I'm teaching it. So my stuff's long, but you guys can do it. So 2 days, that one day. So YouTube do things that are recent, videos that are recent, but they also do videos that are years old. So I teach you to create a movement where you've got the vision that you're serving people for a long time, rather than, well, let me just give you this one link and it's broken in like a month or a year, right? It's repetition. And as you have your repetition for your YouTube channel and for your movement, your audience is growing. So while you're like in the center and I'm repeating this, but it's annually. I don't want to do it monthly or weekly or what have you. I do it annually and I speak into that. So as you grow and you're in the center, like a central point for your audience is growing and you are just sending people to that same training. I'm going to send you guys back to the same training over and over again, right until the third week in September 2026, right? There's power in leveraging. So again, my book is about leveraging your light work and your lifestyle. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to share with you the media kit, the template, and I'm going to give you some homework. So let me know if that is making sense, if what your takeaway is. That if you can think of, oh, well, I can do a media kit or I can start my YouTube channel actually, and I think it's going to make some sense. I'm going to give you your homework in just a second. I'm going to pause for a second because I've been talking a lot. I'm going to take a drink. Let me know what your takeaway is for today. Let me know if you want to buddy up with someone and do this challenge. All right. So divine, oh, Laura, hi Laura, this is so much great information. Oh, thank you for that, because I look crazy trying to gather everybody around and say, do you know what, this is gold. And so you guys have got gold inside of you, and I literally will share with you how to lay it out so that you're working in a way that is the version of you that's already lived into your movement. For me, I've already taken my book on a virtual tour all around the world, right? I've visualized it many times. Excellent information. Oh, thank you, Hyacinth. I never realized how powerful storytelling is important in movement marketing. The most eye-opening part to me is how movement marketing encourages collaboration. Absolutely. And so, oh gosh, I've got goosebumps. I'm just going to hold space for that. That part right there, because from Teal Swan and Ralph Smart over and over again, and I'm providing a space every single month, a call to conversation, not a call to action or download my what have you. You've got the PDF, you'll have the PDF to do the template, but it's that on the monthly call gathering. You guys don't even have to reach out to other people individually. I'm doing it for you because I'm so passionate about it. And then having that collaboration of the co-author book series as well, and helping you guys to write your own book. You're welcome. That's what I've been called to do. And so when I give you guys like lots of links and it's like, oh gosh, it's really overwhelming. I'm like, no, request access to the Google Doc, because then that helps me to then go on and to do the rest of the things. We need to be responsible for our own self rather than get on my email list and buy my stuff. Like, and I won't even start to talk about the conversion rate of what people are telling us out there to go out there and build a list. When they're saying build a list, the money's in the list, a 1% conversion rate. If you want 10 clients, at 1 out of every 100, we've got to reach 1,000 people just to get 10 clients. Email list building. And when we're email list building, we don't even know what it is that we're sharing with people that they'll even want it. And 1,000 people are not just going to come straight to your site and opt in. Maybe you might have a 50% conversion rate, which is like 2,000, reaching 2,000 people to get 1,000 people into your email list to have 10 clients. And how long is that going to take? And how much money is that going to take? It's crazy. Like the list building, for me, I'm not into it. So much information. You're inspired. Yes. I also love a body. Yes. So you can come on to our monthly call. If you request to get access to the Google Doc, then you can, if you request to get access to this, and if it's not in the comments, I will share it with you. everything in here is laid out, and then I will update that Google Doc next year. So when it comes to next August, on the 1st of September next year, I will do this again, and I will be challenging you guys to do this along with me and to build your author and authority platform. So next year, you're like, I moved the needle. I was accountable. I came on the calls that I could, and I set my intentions and I set my goals and I collaborated. That's inspiration. That's not sit on my email list and buy my stuff. I'm actually getting you guys into action. This is real teaching. Many of the things that I invested, but this is for my co-authors, and I've made it public. And it's about just offering that value. So definitely, guys, body up. Oh, you're welcome. Hyacinth says, thank you so much. Barbara said, do we need to use a template, Iona, or is it just a guide? You can, yeah, it's just a guide. You've in the Google Doc, there's the template. Hang on, let me see if I can grab the template link. 1 second. Do you guys have the template link? Hang on. So in this, let me see what you can see in this Google Doc. Let me just take down the comments. I'll pull them up in just a second. In this Google Doc, if I can make this bigger, this is a Google Doc that I mean. I have early learning dyslexia. Trust me, I don't want to write really long messages, right? I don't. But if you have this Google Doc, you've got this playlist that I've shared with you, this playlist here. Hang on. This playlist, right? So this is the same playlist, one link for all 7 videos, right? And my book launch and how I unbox my books. This is what we want to visualize, you unboxing your book, and how I featured in a co-author book series. We're going to do some magic. And then next year's challenge is actually in there as well. One link, one Google Doc, not get on an email list. No, like, right. And then that was the year before. And so I will remove that. So the template, as Barbara had mentioned, let me open up this template for you. The dates are here. The template is here. The upgrade is the Q&A. If you guys have got Q&A, all 7 days are here with the dates. There's replay. This is the template that Barbara's mentioning. I will invite you guys to my masterclass on spiritual book marketing on the last Monday of the month. Definitely come to that. There's a replay. There's homework. Hang on. I want to share. There's a Facebook group, the Messenger. I'm going to open up one-on-one calls for you guys. All of you guys that have been participating, you will get the coupon code for a one-on-one call. It's called my one-on-one spiritual. I've just changed the name. Spiritual business book and course creation breakthrough session is valued at $444. All right. There's an intake form, which is long. I don't get on a call with just anyone, but I will share throughout the week more. And Barbara, I will pull up that template, and then I will come back to comments, and then I will give you guys your homework. And I think we've done good for time. Hang on. So this is the template. It is just a guide. It's a Canva template. And so here we've got the bio. And so I will walk you through more of the bio throughout this week, and your movement, and having a freebie. So basically for me, on my template, I have the book image, and you guys will eventually have the co-author book image, and then my YouTube channel. Many media kits, and there's actually templates in Canva for media kits. Just go into Canva, so canvar.com, canva.com, and you can get templates in there. Just type in media kit, so you can use a different media kit. You don't have to use that one, but most media kits are focused on how many social media followings that you've got, and I didn't have all of that, so I was just like, okay then, so I'm not going to do that. So let me just pull up these comments. Does that make sense? Iona inspired me to start my YouTube channel. Yes, and I'm so glad I did. Just started out, but it's fun. Wish I would have done it sooner. That part. Exactly. And you bought my book as well. Thank you. Barbara said, I've already seen the template before, but was wondering if you wanted a unified template for all co-authors. When we do the template for the co-authors, you can do it however you like. You be comfortable. No, there's not a unified template. The only reason why that is there is because not all of us have got the social media on there. But throughout this week, that is what I will be sharing with you moving forward in this teaching. So you can choose a template and then you can post it in the Facebook group. I will share with you places like podcast groups and different things where you're asking to get featured. It's not just within my community, it's the wider. So you do what you feel comfortable with. And so when we come to the Media Kit collab calls and we invite people, we've got one space to say, oh, here's my Media Kit challenge as well. So yeah, it's not unified. That's a really great question. Thank you, Barbara. Hyacinth says, I just checked and I did approve for the Google Doc. Yeah, you did get approved for the Google Doc and you did register for the Q&A. Yeah, so we've got Q&A from here. So I have the Google Doc. Basically, when you guys request it, I see it on my phone and I've got a little copy and paste message and I say, thank you. Here's make a copy, come back to this Google Doc and I will update it. So everything's in there. And so being organized, although I look quite random to you guys, I know this, it's like, there's so many bloody links, but this is a movement and this is saving me that time of, okay, well, I can only say things so many times. So, so let me keep on and give you your homework. So what I want to do is share with you your homework is, and so I'm going to timestamp this. It's about, what is it? What we at? We're at 1:10. So we've got about less than 20 minutes because we're doing really good. And then we've got the Q&A in half an hour after that. So I want you to, I call it soul work. List your life achievements, your academic awards, and record and post a video in the Facebook group or in the Telegram. I'm going to make this, or in the LinkedIn group. Now, you don't have to do a video, but I'd like you to, just to say, what you've got out of the challenge anyway, but what your achievements are. And the reason why is because sometimes when we are starting this movement and this vision, we're like, oh, well, I'm not qualified to do that. I don't have a movement. But there's lots of things that you've done over the years, which will then start to join the dots and make you feel like you're valuable and you're worthy of starting a movement, being a leader in your own right. So for me, I have early learning dyslexia. My daughter, I don't even know why, right? She was old enough to take a picture, but that's me getting my cap and gown with the Open University, and I'm a role model and leaving my legacy for my daughter. That is a big achievement. So when you're sharing your stories, I learn. I was in the childcare field, and so I love learning and I love teaching, and that's where I started teaching, even though I've got early learning dyslexia. So that was a great achievement for me. I want you to go back in your life to your life achievements and academic awards, and think of the things that you might want to share your spiritual awakening story on. It could be some ideas for that, and I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. Hidden and personal professional accomplishments. You can list them. You don't have to do a video, but list them, read them out, and just claim them that you are a badass at, some of the things that you've actually personal and professional accomplishments. I know that many of you are so talented and and it's not necessarily that you're going to put it on your media kit, but it's part of your journey to get you to here. Things, again, you might have forgotten some things, again, they connect the dots. Lisa Nichols talks about her breakdown and her breakthrough story. So, she's a mother and she talks about the story for the mother. It's not even about business, but it shows you the characters. So Robin had done this. This is old now, but Robin had her bio, and obviously she's going to be a co-author, and how she had her YouTube channel. If you guys haven't checked out Robin's YouTube channel, the Energy Healing TV and podcast, then do so. And so she had, I don't think she does that call particularly now, but for those of you, when you're going out there and like thinking, oh, well, people said build a list. I've just given you the stats on what a list is. And so in replacement to an email list, build a call list, meaning build your community and host a call 12 times in the year. You guys have been on my call, and that connects you to the people that you're here to serve. It helps you to come out from behind closed doors. And my call is at the SoulLegacyTV, no, SoulLegacyAcademy.com, www.SoulLegacyAcademy.com. I do have the link for ambitious spiritual coaches, earth angels, authors, entrepreneurs, light workers, and soul guided influencers with a media kit, right? With a media kit. I'm going to go to that in a second. Again, you can post in the Facebook group. I'm going to go to those in a second. We're on LinkedIn and we are in Telegram, right? So not everybody wants to be on all of the socials, and some have preferred platforms, right? So post your homework. That is your homework. And I do have live Q&A. So as Hyacinth said and Barbara said, that this is Q&A. So this is streamed out on my YouTube channel every day at 7:30 p.m. UK time. And the third week is September. Monday to Sunday, we've got 7 days. I'm going to share with you what I'm going to cover for the rest of the days. And then I have a Q&A. If you want Q&A, you don't have to come to the Q&A. I'm gifting that. It's $22.22. And I gift it all the time for my students. So day 2 is what is an author media platform. Day 3 is, I'll make this a little bit bigger. What is an authority platform? Day 4 of this challenge is what does an author and authority bio look like? We'll share that on the template. Day 5 is how do I share my spiritual awakening story? Day 6 is why choose interview and talking points and article topics. So you might want to write as well, building that author platform. And then sharing that joint vision partnership pitch template, meaning the actual media kit itself. Now, you might not do this in these 7 days, but that's the aim and the goal of this overall teaching. I'm just going to click into the playlist again. Make sure you save this and you're clicking in to get notification, so you get notified of when I go live. All right. Let's see the media kit. Okay, hang on. So Sharon, thank you, Sharon. So this is the Facebook group. Everything is in there. Everything is in the about section. Everything's in the pin section. I will tag you guys, and I've tagged you guys, and people are like, why have you tagged me and given me so many links? And I do that because once you get a handle on this, you're like, where are the links for this? Where are the links for that? This was the monthly call. I will do that for October's call. The Facebook event page, the monthly calendar, the global networking hub, Telegram, LinkedIn, the co-author book. See, if you are interested in sharing in our co-author book series and being part of our collaboration, you've seen the power, then that's in there as well. What else? The actual dates for the monthly calls. I'm very organized. I don't want to hear Iona. I don't know where anything is. I don't know what date it is. What is this? What is that? I don't need email DMs in my inbox saying what is this? What is that? It's all in the, and even if it's not your tag, it's still in the template. The what is this? The next challenge dates, etc. And the actual links to this replay. It's everywhere. So it's not a Facebook challenge, it's a YouTube challenge. And again, I will be opening up spaces for my one-on-one call. If you're like, I'm confused, I need some more help, just participate, and I will actually share with you the coupon code at the end of the week to get a schedule on a call. All right. And I do want to invite you guys to the Spiritual Business Book Marketing on YouTube masterclass as well. All right, hang on 1 second. And we are done in just a second. So I know that some of you I've been inviting people today. Let's see if anybody else has joined. We've got LinkedIn group. LinkedIn groups are awful. They're not cool. There's the Canva template. What else have we got? We've got this right now, the Q&A upgrade is closed and I will schedule it out to next year. But if you're a co-author, I can schedule you on. I think that's it. Oh, the Global Networking Hub, and Barbara was in there. Hyacinth, I don't think you joined that one, but this is inside the Global Networking Hub and our monthly call. And so if you want to come to the monthly call, let me just show you the Global Networking Hub in the Soul Legacy Academy. This is my site, the Soul Legacy Academy. This is the Global Networking Hub. The link is for up here. You enroll for free, right? Free. I paid so much money for this stuff. There's our monthly call, but inside here, you're welcome. Watch this. This challenge is inside the hub as well. All right. So this is live right now. I think. Yeah, I've got I repurpose everything. You can't do that with a Facebook challenge. This is in my co-author's teaching as well. So I repurpose everything. I'm very, very organized. The power of YouTube is incredible. And so let me stop screen sharing. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed that. Get this book. Everything that I'm sharing is in the book. Spiritual YouTubers from Scratch. A Self-Guided Influencers Compass to leverage your light work and lifestyle on YouTube. I'm going to come to your comments in just a second. What I am going to do is give you, ask you to schedule in for register for the Spiritual Business Book Marketing on YouTube free masterclass, Bank 50K in 50 days challenge, because we are going with our movements. I am excited. Let me see what we've got. Okay. You inspired me. Wish you'd done it sooner. Let me see. I just checked. If you guys got where do I request to join for the co-author book series? Thank you for the convocation. You're welcome. Let me know where. How do I say your name? Dulia. Where do you request for the Google Doc or the Facebook group? Let me know, and then I will clarify that for you. The Google Doc. Does this come up in the comments? The Google Doc's awesome. And the Facebook group is let me share again. Hang on. It's called if you come into the Facebook group, hang on, then I will take care of you. It's called, can you see that? No, you can't. Hang on. I've not even shared the screen. 1 second. Let me pull that down. The Facebook group is called Movement Marketing Media Kit Challenge, Visibility Plan and Virtual Book Tour. Now you guys know why it is called that. So Movement Marketing Media Kit Challenge. Just type in movement marketing, typing Iona Mead. If we're connected, yeah, type in Iona Mead and connect with me if you guys are not connected with me. I've really enjoyed it. I am so surprised because I'm never done early. I've never done early ever. So we've got the live Q&A. So you can ask more questions and I can tailor it to you. You can share about your movement. I can screen share if you want me to. We're going to go on Zoom. And if you want to request to get the Q&A, then let me know. Okay. Like a flower. Delilah. Oh, thank you. Delilah. I knew I was saying it wrong. Or the Google Docs. Okay. You have a look in the Facebook group. Cool. And we've got the chat on Facebook, which people are like, really, why have you added me to it? And you have to approve yourself. So there you go. Trisha just signed up for, what was that for? Probably for the Global Networking Hub. Awesome, Trisha. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Guys, that is actually it. I am absolutely impressed with myself. I'm going to try and post the video before the Q&A. Are you? Yeah, we've got 40 minutes. So, yeah, thank you so much. So if you need the homework, do you guys need the homework again? Are you guys good? Do you want me to recap on the homework? Oh, it's you. Oh, there you go. Yeah, everything's in there. If you want me to recap on the homework, I will. Just so you guys are very clear. If you're going to do that video, that'd be awesome. So share your life achievements. Just like whatever the hidden, personal and professional, the breakdowns, the breakthroughs. Just share, a little bit. I'd be really, really happy to see that and hear that. Oh gosh, I didn't even share it. Hang on. I'd be really happy to see that. Share, how it relates to your soul work, because you want to celebrate the journey and the breakdowns and the breakthroughs. Perfect. Yes, please. Awesome. Yes, please. Awesome. Okay, quick recap. So basically, your homework is to list your life achievements, academic awards, record and post a video. Please don't try and go live. If you do this in the Facebook group, let me just grab the Facebook group again. 1 second. Movement marketing. So movement marketing media kit. Inside here, you as a member, you'll get to post, and it's the discussions tab. So record your video. You can record it on YouTube if you have problems uploading it or what have you. And you should be able to do, you see it says video, or I won't click on it because it'll just log into my computer, a video. And you can list them, you can share a little bit about yourself, what have you. And then when you've done your media kit, it'll show up in the media kits. All these media kits are me tagging new members, but I'm super excited. And again, if you guys don't get your media kit done today, it's fine. I don't expect you to do it today, but just having the know-how to be able to do it is awesome. All right. So yeah, media kit challenge. The replay is there for you. Let's go jump on the live Q&A, and we'll see you guys for day 2. I'm super excited. Thank you for sharing this time with me, time and space. And for those of you watching on the replays, do comment, do share this out, and definitely buddy up. And if you guys want a buddy, ask for a buddy in the group when you're doing your homework, and connect beyond me. But when we connect on the monthly call, that's just a nice space. Yay! I know, right? Yay! We did it. All right, I shall see you guys on the Q&A. And Laura, are you on the Q&A? If you guys want the Q&A, let me know. DM me or post in the chats, and I'll put you on the Q&A. All right, big love. Mwah. Take care.